another stream. Good to see everyone. We're going to be doing some, drawing, anatomy practice, stuff like that. But right now, I'm going to be doing some inking for a commission. Because I got to get some of this done. All right. Trying to get a good shot here. All right. I'm gonna have it over there. There we go. All right, how's everyone doing? We got 60 people and good to see everyone. What is up? What's up? All right. So I got to be a little bit more careful with this. All right. There we go. Let me turn on some more music. We got 53 people and good to see everybody. Who's the character? Project Melody? Question mark? Yes. So this is a commission for Nux. How's everyone doing? 56 people in. Good to see everybody. You are really good at art. Well, thank you very much. Hey Kuzo, how long did it take you to plan your main story, Bounty's Gate? I don't know, it took a little bit. I mean, there's not really a timeline because it was originally a story that I came up with a while ago, so it's kind of been like on and off, but I don't know, it's been a little while to be honest. So it's gonna be one of those things that go up and over. Let's go ahead and draw in her face. All right. We got 69 people in. Good to see everyone. I'll look at some comments here and there, but As you can tell, I'm trying to directly ink this for speed's sake. So I'm focusing a lot more than normal. Let's get some more music playing. I think this part I want to pull it in a little bit more. Got 80 people in. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. Remember to hit the like button, guys. If you guys hit the like button, it's going to be easier for this to be seen by more friends and have a family here. But, yeah. Okay, wait. I'm sorry, Kuzo, but I'm about to watch the Demon Slayer movie. Oh, it's all good. Go watch the Demon Slayer movie. I haven't watched it yet. I'm sure it's going to be great. Kuzo's line art is amazing. LMAOO, please take your time. I also saw Manga up here say something about third. Where was that? Oh. Hey, I'm just here watching. I'm drawing too. Oh, I bet you're I think I just saw your hey, what's up, Young and Wavy? And what's up, Manga? I think I saw your notification for going live on my phone. All right, let's go. So basically for this right now, I'm trying my hardest to ink this stuff without having to put too much original line work down. And hopefully it goes decently, because I haven't done this in a long time. Trying to do it fast, because it needs to be done in a timely manner. All right, more music. I say more music. It's super nice outside over here. And when I say nice, I mean it is raining, and I love the rain and snow and stuff. So super cool atmosphere for me, at least. Some people hate the rain and snow. Too bad. I love it. Basically, I like the cold. Rain is overpowered. Give me 2 to 3 years. I aspire to be good enough to start my own manga. That would be, by then, that would be good. Yeah. Just looking through some. Someone says, you made me a fan art on Instagram. I have to try to see if you send it to me or something. How much do you charge for the commissions? I actually don't have my commissions open right now to the public. Nux has been commissioning me for a while, so if he comes to me, I typically, if I'm not like super busy, I will take his commission, but it's not open to the public right now. When I do open it up to the public, I let people know my prices. Because I haven't done like solo commissions in a while, actually. A little bit now. All right, so let's. We got 110 people in. Good to see everyone. Remember, that looks weird. There's like 110 people in, but the likes are only at 60. That's such a weird thing. There must be a glitch going on, right? There must be. I must just be seeing things. It's so strange. I know. Oh, wow, that's strange. It's 69. Maybe it's catching up now or something. Oh, 71? Wow. Man, that lag is real, huh? Already liked Kuzo. Have you watched Death Note? Heck yeah, dude. It's going. The music's going. It's just super quiet. Maybe I'll choose another. There we go. Everyone drawing listening to Kuzo's godly voice. Nah. Not so godly. Just Kuzo. Is it just me, or since the things could fall apart right after I say this? Because it's always so hard for me to actually do this, especially like the inking without any guidelines, when I haven't done it in a long time. But I feel like ever since I started doing the perspective practice the other day, again, things have gone a lot better with my art. Don't you hate that when you say something to yourself and then all of a sudden, like once you speak it out loud, the opposite starts happening to you? Hasn't happened yet, ever since I said that with the perspective thing, but it could happen. Please God, I hope not. No, I won't put a bottom part on. I'll just wait to do that for the coloring portion. All right, so let's. What's sad is I think I might be doing this faster if I sketch some of this out first. That could be a possibility. Because right now I am doing it without any guidelines, but I'm also being a lot more cautious, if you haven't noticed. Let's we are at 150 people. Good to see everybody here. Good to see everybody. All right. Oh, I got a super chat. I didn't even notice that. Super chat from Kosh. Cash or Kosh. Drawing some thighs right now. Take my money. Well, thank you very much. I will take your money because you gave it to me and now I can't give it back. We got 125 people in. Thank you very much, Kosh, for the super chat once again. Much appreciated. Let's see what others are saying here. Hey, Kuzo, do you know any other good manga YouTubers, or are you just best? Of course I'm best. What? No, I'm kidding. Not specifically. I mean, I know there's white manga, there's people who are active right now, I'm not sure. There's another like Japanese guy, I forgot his name. that I watch some of his stuff sometimes. But honestly, I don't know a whole lot of like strictly manga YouTuber channels other than me and White that are still active. I know there've been a lot in the past. I mean, so okay, so big thing here. We got to get this jacket. What's going on there with the sleeve, the cut in? Huh, interesting. So it's probably gonna be down here. So let's get this. Let's say it's gonna be moving like that. Let's get this overhang there. And let's get this right there. Let's do that. I might even be able to take it and do this. All right, so let's go ahead and draw in these straps here. Let's draw in the straps every so often in here, actually, pretty frequently. Okay, now that I have that hand established, is that hand good enough size? Yeah, I think the hand's good enough size. Just making sure, trying to keep things in proportion. I don't like where that eye sits. Let's drag it over. You still there, third? I only said that because, oh, I see Cream Manga's still here, so I only said that because of what I said to third this one time that I said I've been looking at, and I said it to, I think, Elias as well. I looked at third, I looked at Elias, and I looked at Harukami, and there's a few things that I feel like each one of them do a little bit better than me, because everybody can have a different stage at art that, like, someone excels in one thing more than another person. And when I looked at some of the stuff that I feel like they might do better than me, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make sure I become dominant at each one of those things that I felt like they might do better than me. And here I'm inking with just empty guidelines. So we're going after Harukami right now. Oh, oops. And thumbnail's gonna be seen like this size too, so 127 people and good to see everybody. I might have to go to the bathroom soon. I kind of just threw that in there. All right. Okie dokie. So that sleeve slit, I'm gonna do it right about here. I'm also gonna draw this there. And then I'm gonna pull that out. There we go. I feel like that works for me. I feel like I'm gonna go in, over there, little bump there, there, and yeah. All right. Let's have it do this, and then this. Someone says something about hearing that music before. Well, this is copyright-free music, so YouTubers might use it a lot. Someone says how. Kuzo, you're already better than me. Says third. No, it's not a Project Melody fan art. It's a commission for Nux. You're fast. The hell are you saying? Not fast enough. You must strive to become better. Better than everybody. You must be hungry. Hungry and have the passion. Passion! Actually, earlier today, I read some of my first chapter of Bounty's Gate and I got really depressed again. This is where I say I should just put my stuff out because I was like, oh man, I didn't like how it was written really. I was like, is this okay? You know, you doubt yourself at any level. So. All right, so let's get in some hair here. All right. Now, when I do pages all the time for manga, this is what I start kind of doing with my storyboards. I'll put in these basic shapes for like eyes and stuff, and then I'll go in and I'll go ahead and I'll start being able to just straight up ink in. And this is what I mean by there's levels I've been at that I'm still trying to chase from myself. That I've been at before and I'm not at right now. I'm gonna look at some comments here in a second. Okay. Let's look at some comments here real quick. We are at 143 people. Good to see everyone. Good to see everyone. Kuzo having trouble matching the head with the body when drawing from imagination. Any advice? Matching the head with the body? If you're talking about like ratio, like the size of the head with the body, that's just gonna have to be like, that's just gonna be experience doing it over and over and over again, trying to figure it out. A good thing to always do is be like, how big, so this is the head. If you could draw the head and you're like, I like how big that is, just kind of match it roughly to the shoulders. How big is the head in between the shoulders for the ones that you do like if you look at some reference, and then say, how far does the shoulder stick out from the head? And be like, roughly about that much, and then try to engrave that in your mind, that general rule. And like when you're drawing a head, for me, and then you got a neck, this is I got a triangle right here. And then from there, that's where I put the arms. These are the collarbones. We go down here, recreate this line here, and you gotta do stuff by relation, and it'll help you kind of get a good general feel. Eventually, it takes some time, but you can do it. Just remember, it'll take some time though. Okay, this is going to be disruptive here. Project Melly's got some longer hair that I did not put into some certain spots, so I'm going to start putting in here now. And then I'm going to pull some right here because she's actually running. Or I could still keep it close if I wanted to, and then like pull some back here, like that. And I might pull some up over here. You know what I might do? I might make this the pink stripe because she's running, right? I might make this the first pink stripe. And there's gonna be money right here. So I'm gonna make the other pink stripe. You're gonna see it up here, but then it's gonna come like this, and we get to see it poke its way in behind the money, all the way down to there. Let's do that. And this is just gonna be regular hair stuff. So let's go over here. I have to go to the bathroom right now. So we are going to say BRB real quick, and I'm gonna put on some music. But it's number one. It'll go fast. We got 152 people in. I will look at the comments right when I come back. Well, hello, I am back. Alright. There might be a point in time during this where I actually have to go and get my charger because my iPad's at 29%. Okay, so, I've just started. Wait. Jeffrey Hart says, Kuzo, always remember you're an amazing person and an awesome artist. Have a great day, and I'll see you in another video, Kuzo. Well, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. Someone says, change my profile pic to something I drew. Please don't forget who I am. Aine. I'm at this point, I'm not sure who you are because like the name doesn't ring. Oh, I am hot Kirby. All right. I do like the profile pic. Oh, hey, I got a super chat, and I know who you are because I've seen your face, Skeeter McBeater, coming in with the super chat. Sorry, I gotta say it with flair. Skeeter McBeater. Finally caught a stream. Finally caught a Kuzo stream. Work's been crazy. How are you feeling? I'm sorry, work's been crazy. That always sucks when it's too crazy. Work's been. I'm doing all right myself. Thank you for asking, and thank you very much for the super chat. Like I spoke about earlier, I got a little sad earlier because I read some of my chapter and I started like judging it like super harshly. I don't know if it's good. I don't know how I feel about it. You know, some people may not say that like out loud, but I think most artists feel this stuff, and a lot of time I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I guess not in a bad way, because I've seen a lot of people wear their heart on their sleeve, but in a bad way on social media. Here we go. Let's get some comments here. Speedy24 said, Kuzo, stop. You keep in that mindset, then you'll never move forward. No, that's the thing. That's why I've said that, honestly, I have to tell you guys, like, I say, if you feel like you're not good enough to do manga, do it. Please, just do your manga, because there's a big chance you may not be at your highest level, or it may not be your magnum opus, or whatever. It may not be, you know, your Naruto, or what you perceive to be what your Naruto is going to be, like, or, you know, your great series. Just start doing manga, because here's the thing. I waited until I was a better artist to fully do anything, because I was like, I'm not good enough, right? And now, the fact that I have waited to be at the level I'm at, I have way more pressure to do better, because one, throughout the time I've been trying to do this, I built up the fan base, you guys, you awesome guys. And so I feel like I have also a bigger expectation. See, my writing level and my story level back in the day, I didn't worry about as much because, you know, my art kind of actually fit my story level. my art level also fit my story level. So now, definitely putting a lot more pressure on myself. So I say, if you feel like you're not that good at drawing, I would say go ahead, man. This is the time to experiment. Throw yourself into the world, you know. Do your best you can and learn from it, because if you're sitting there waiting the whole time, one, you may never do it. Two, you may get to the point where you feel like there might be some really big hurdles you have to overcome, and that's that's scary. But I mean, I'm just like speaking to this on this stream. It's not like I'm gonna go on social media and talk about this all the time. This is just like things that are on my mind. Like, I'm not that type of person to go on my stories and be like, oh no, I'm afraid my series is gonna suck, this and that, this and that. I typically keep that to myself. But since this is like a personal interaction between me and you, everyone there, that's why everyone on the other side of the screen, just sharing my thoughts. I'm still going to go forward with everything, obviously. But I might not share this stuff as often. I don't really like sharing this stuff. But sometimes it's good to share this stuff. Like, for you guys, it's also a sense of letting you guys know that you're not the only ones. Like, people still feel this at any point in their career. People even better than me say they never get used to doing something on the level they're doing it. They still always have some sort of fear. Like, for example, fighters. So interesting. These fighters go and fight in these cages, right? And they say after even doing it all the time that they've done it, they still go out there and they still have that anxiety of like getting into that fight. It's so interesting. Psychology is just crazy. Anyways, enough about psychology and weird stuff like that. I'm looking forward to doing more pages of Bounty's Gate, despite what I was saying about like me feeling depressed about my pages, like my story and stuff. But I'm still gonna do it. Like, for example, I think it's better done than Steamlick at least. So, which was one of my one shots. So I mean, that's an up. There we go. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. I feel like some of these bills could have been frayed a little bit more, but I'm also going to be drawing some bills like flying around and stuff too. So now what I want to do is go ahead and let's go down to this layer. Erase anything behind. Drink some coffee. You only use Clip Studio Paint for manga stuff. I primarily use Clip Studio. Skeeter McMeter, same with musicians. I always have fear leading up to performing the first song. It's always like that, you know. People even at just like super high levels always still have a performance anxiety and always have doubts, especially like when it's big projects. I finished a video game I was making with my brothers yesterday. We made it in 3 days for a challenge. I did all the art. Definitely one of the most challenging things I've done. That's awesome, man. We expect Kuzo's current best, nothing less. Just looking at some comments here, guys. All right, well, I'm gonna get back to doing some inking here. We're at 41. I haven't done any anatomy practice or anything yet, which is in the title. Okay, let's look at the hair here. Let's go down. Oh, oopsies. Let's go down here. Strand of hair. As you can tell, I think in the very end, unless it's a simpler panel, I should probably stick to sketching it out, because regardless of the fact that this is actually looking pretty decent with just the rough outlines, I feel like I still would have done it faster because I would have had better confidence in where the lines were going. Even if I sketched out just a little bit more, I feel like it would have done wonders to the speed of this, because I should have already been almost done inking by now, even if it is 2 characters. Bam. Yo. Oh, that's not. Hold on. It wasn't supposed to go that far. It's supposed to go. Oh, shoot. Okay. Hold on. Done. All right. All right. More music. Let's look at the comments here. We got 160 people, and good to see everybody. Ah, a lot of people have been hitting the like button. Thank you, thank you. I don't know what someone says. Hey, Kuzo, do you know how to draw VFX stuff? I'm not sure what that is. Sorry, I actually don't know what that is. Someone says this is a good song. Someone says, Kuzomari, what is your favorite Ghibli movie? It would have to be a toss-up between Princess Mononoke and Howl's Moving Castle, probably. And if I had to lean towards one, probably Howl's Moving Castle, so. So what I'm going to do is go big up here, pull in here, do that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up here. There we go. That fixes it a little bit. So, see, my inking is getting a little bit more accurate. This has been a very focused stream, as you can tell. We've been a little bit lower than normal with how many people have joined, but it's all right. Gotta try to finish this by the end of the night. See how it's looking without the sketch layer. Okay, it's looking decent. Oh. Alrighty then. Let's look what everyone is saying here. We got 170 people, and good to see everybody. And we are at 48 minutes. Hey, Kuzo, do you know how I could approach VXF? Like, I actually, I don't know what VXF is. Now that you know what it means. Oh, I have to look. Okay, it's probably up here somewhere. I kind of put CGI and VXF in the same box. So yeah, I think it's probably because from what you know, they're only done digitally. Oh, is it? You know, like energy stuff for manga, or is that for animation? What does it mean? For example, if you want a character to be flying while shooting missiles, the VXF could make the scene more available if you add smoke trails and explosions. This sounds like, or action scenes, VXF is like a polish or CGI. I'm not sure exactly what that has to do with the manga. Because you said something about you were doing that, and then you're doing that stuff, and then you're talking about going into manga or something. I'm not sure exactly what that has to do with manga exactly, but like energy blasts and explosions, manga, visual effects. It's visual effects. Visual effects. Okay, so it's visual effects. I think it's done digitally. So I'm not sure exactly what it has to do with manga, but I mean, and I'm not super familiar with it. Well, you actually need to draw the VXF in manga, right? I mean, yeah, I don't really recommend using anything digital in manga. I mean, other than like drawing it by hand. I mean, if you have assets, sure, but I don't put in like 3D assets into my manga or anything. If that's going to become a thing for a lot of people down the road and it's going to become more and more normalized, um, I don't really see the problem with it, having like preset digital backgrounds that you can kind of, or like perspectives that you can kind of go off of, because it's like having an assistant essentially. But I don't know. I, I'm not sure about digital stuff like that. I'm not sure what to think about right now. I'm still a little befuzzled by people using uh, I'm still a little iffy and don't know how I feel about people using CGI mannequins to draw their manga. But I mean, like, if that's what you do, I mean, I don't judge you or anything. It's just not something that I would do. And as for like effects and stuff, I think it's good to just learn how to like draw them and stuff. But I mean, of course, there's definitely a space for like digital effects and stuff like that. Because I mean, there's movies, there's anime is starting to move into the direction of eventually going. Anime one day is going to go CGI. It's gonna go all CGI one day. Like, it's for sure. Like, there's no doubt about that. So, and manga is going to become more and more digital. Eventually, people aren't going to be doing traditional manga anymore because it's cheaper and it's become so much more real. Like, it looks more realistic than it used to look. So it's a lot, and that's how I know, like, using other types of digital effects for manga and stuff like that is going to become much more normalized. It doesn't matter how I feel about it, and I'm not going to be hurt about it or anything. So it's all good to do what you want, as long as you're not copying someone else's art. That's all. Oh man, CG anime. Well, the thing is, CG anime, they've done some that look good. They've done some that look very impressive. But here's the thing about CG anime: it will get to the point of looking just as good as actual anime, and at that point, I will have no problem with it. Like, do it. The only problem with it now is they're trying to make it look like it and it doesn't. So it doesn't work. But if it actually does look like traditional animation, then go for it. Because people really do not like the CGI look right now for anime. But what's interesting about like Disney and stuff, they completely strayed away from traditional drawings a long time ago. So they ended up making their base. They didn't have to try to make their product look traditional. They strayed away early enough that their stuff just looked digital, and then they built on that. So that was also really interesting how the American industry handled that. For example, Lupin the Third, that movie was done in a very similar style that you would say Disney would have done it in, or Pixar. And I find it super interesting that they did it like that. It worked, and then, but if you try to do that with Naruto or something, it would look weird. It just looks strange. So anime is kind of in this really bad box, because the other thing is something like Frozen or something. It's an IP that was made to be a movie. It wasn't a manga that is being turned into something. So yeah, it's hard for the anime industry in that regard for that type of stuff. How long is her hair? Okay, I might have some of her hair down here as well. It seems pretty long, because it is long. I watched this TV series, or I don't even, you can't even call it a TV series anymore when it's like made by Netflix, because it's not exclusive to your TV. In fact, I have never watched Netflix on a TV. Oh wait, I've watched it at my brother's house on a TV during the holidays. So that's not true. But at my home, I either watch on my phone or my computer. I bet all you guys relate to that. Okay. Let's see what I have to do here. I'm gonna look at chat here in a second. Just want to get this really small sleeve cameo down here down. All right, does she have like, I have to look at more pictures of her I have saved. Oh, that's, okay, wait, what? Hold on. Shoot. Okay, so this part, I didn't know it was part of a jacket. I thought it was a strap. My goodness. Hold on. When I look at it like this, I didn't think it was part of a jacket. I thought it was a strap. Oh my gosh. So, but it doesn't matter because when I actually look at this and I look at this, it's pretty indistinguishable because I didn't do this bottom part yet. Okay, so I'll bring that down there. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. This side. And then I'm going to bring in big guns here. And over. And right? And then, yeah, okay. So, all right. We're going to draw, oh, sorry, the music went off. Project Melody's design has changed since I last drawn it, so it's been a little bit of a journey right now. And my goodness, it's quite the detail to it. All right, so that and that might be setting it okay. I don't know if I like. Try to make it a bit more of a cute ratio. That's a better cute ratio, yeah, I think. Yeah, the other one looked a little bit more manly. We are at an hour long. We're at 171 people. Good to see everyone. Smokes and lighting are mostly background stuff. Can you do Kawaki drawing from Boruto? Not right now, sorry. Kuzo learned without help. You can do it too, for sure. Yeah. Kuzo, please address the drama. I don't know what drama you're talking about. What's up, Jojo? Kuzo, you do interviews? I mean, not specifically, but I mean, I can. It depends, I guess. How to draw fireballs, manga, anime, lighting, manga stuff. I wouldn't be able to do all that right now, unless you're describing something. Jujutsu Kaisen doesn't use CGI, they use Sakura animation. It's really fluid, like CGI, but it's actually all drawn together. I don't know enough about Jujutsu Kaisen to say anything. I watched the first episode. They do use CGI in some of it that I saw, but not from what I saw. They don't use it for the characters. I think they might have used it in the first episode for the monster. Don't hold me to that. I don't know for sure, but I think that's what I think. I don't know if that's what the controversy was about, but which would I enjoy more, inking traditionally or digitally? They both have their benefits. I honestly like them both just as much. Now I do. Kuzo, how are you? Just entered the stream. Good to see you, Jacob Padama. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Yeah. But let's hope there's not too much drama going on. Alright, Kuzo, I'm gonna go. Well, good to see you here. Thank you for hanging in. Aine? I don't know if you want to have me say Aine or like Ain. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, so sorry if I am saying it wrong. But good to see you. Thanks for coming in, and hopefully I see you next time. You. Yeah, I got it right. And then you're like, you. Well, but thank you for coming in. So it probably was Aine. It probably was the first one. Kim Jong-gi. Kim Jong-gi's awesome. I love Kim Jong-gi. What's your streaming schedule? Pretty much might do it randomly at any time. It's always typically at around 6 o'clock MDT. And that's 6 o'clock MDT. Just Google it and you can find out what your time zone is compared to that. But a good thing to look out for is my Instagram posts or my Twitter posts. But yeah, once again, 6 o'clock MDT is my typical streaming time. And like I said, it's like once or twice a week, and I try to let people know. Or no, actually, now it's been like twice or 3 times a week, and I let people know through Instagram mostly if I'm going to be streaming that day or later or whatnot. All right, so running with the money. Let's see how this looks here without the sketch. It looks decent. Let me expand. I think I'm gonna collapse all these layers. Let me expand this area right here. Oh, no. Cancel. Let's do this, and let's zoom out. And I want to expand this direction. Go up here, maybe pull in right there. Pull out actually right there. So pulling in and out, and let's see how that looks. I think that is closer to what I want. I wanted the head to look a little bigger on this left side, and we have accomplished that. Now I'm going to fix this up here. Battery's at 10%. All right. Inking, the inking looking pretty good. Thank you very much. He doesn't teach it. That's the problem. He doesn't teach it. That's the problem. I'm not sure what Sonnet. Search up Kuzo Bakugo and he does explosions on that video. Yes, I do some on that one. David Finch has video on how to draw effects. Honestly, hey Kuzo, do you know how to go about drawing visual effects like explosions, lighting, attacks, or energy stuff? Uh, Pinterest and manga. I've literally just studied Pinterest and manga. So if you're asking for stuff like that, find stuff that you like and study it. That's all there is to it. Like smoke, Google search it. Explosions, Google search it. Find it on Pinterest. I wouldn't say like there. Of course, there's going to be some book that shows you how to do stuff a good way, and that might be good to go and do that if you want to do it that way. But I learned just from seeing stuff in anime and manga, and then taking that down, saving it off to the side, putting a note down, and then just studying it later on, or studying it in that exact moment. And so that way I knew I was going to be using it at some point. But if you're going into actual visual effects, there's going to be like straight books for that type of stuff, you know? But yeah, that's not actually part of the image. That's just me doing something that I learned from some random place, probably a Bakugo explosion. And yeah. Uh, so iSonic Rush was saying that they're saying this part to someone else. You're missing the point. I am not saying I can't Google search at all. I am saying that trying to continuously reference images when I cannot gain anything from it is not helping me. So that's not the point. The point isn't to actually like. So I don't know what's going on between like Tabun and you, but so basically the idea, if you were to Google search something and you find something you like, the point is to actually study what makes it the way it is. So when you look at a mushroom cloud explosion, which part's bigger, the top or the bottom? That's the first step. So you're basically breaking this stuff down into sections, and you find out which part's bigger, and then you also look at things that are coming out from it. Now, if we were to make this lighter and then go up, and you kind of remember this type of stuff, then you start getting shapes that it starts giving you. I don't know mushroom cloud explosion, to be honest. This is just from what I remember, because I try to remember ratios, and then you try to break it down into something simpler that you can remember the ratios of, and then you have to learn the technique on top of everything else. So I would say you're breaking down what makes it, what makes it tick. Why does it look like this? How can I remember this? How can I remember the textures? So you don't just try to reference every single thing you do. You want to try to learn what makes these things tick, and then take like 3 different variants. Like there's many different ways to do smoke, but I would say take 3 different simplified versions of like ratios that you like and techniques that you like, that you find, memorize how to do those, and then you can reapply that for smoke, and then you do the same thing for every single effect that you find, really. That's what I would recommend. That's all I'm not sure if referencing something isn't always studying it, because referencing something could just mean you're using it as a tool to navigate what you want to get. It doesn't always mean you're actually studying it. But basically, if what I've said doesn't help, you might be able to find a better answer somewhere else if someone else can explain it in a way that would help you more. And it's okay if you're not good at using the correct words. I'm not always the best with words either. That's why I was just trying to help you with what I know. Anyways, so let's get back to some inking. I do actually have to plug in my iPad here soon. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this where it is. And I'm going to go ahead and save this because it needs to be saved. And then I'm going to leave this bad boy off to the side. And we should actually be going here soon. We've been streaming for 72 minutes, but I'm going to make sure to do a little bit of sketching for you guys to end it off. Do some like anatomy practice. I also got some real-time manga pages. I posted, so the time lapse of my real-time manga page that I did for you guys on the main channel, I posted that. It wasn't real time, it was time lapsed for the main channel, but I posted the real time version of it for Patreons today. Just letting you know, for those of you, if you did go check it out, it's on the Chunin and Jonin tier. So just letting you know on that so you're not confused. Actually, maybe I won't do that there. Practice in perspective. Someone said, I don't know if you did or didn't, but have you made a video for people in perspective? Actually, I have done this on my Patreons for sure. I have done that. On my main channel, I haven't specifically done one for that, like specifically for perspective. There's an old video, like 6 years ago, that I did, but it's not so good. Kuzo, keep up with the daily grind. Thank you very much. Is perspective that important, Kuzo? Oh, yes. One of my next videos will harp on this. Perspective is very, very, very important for people who want to draw manga, especially. If you're an abstract artist, yeah, that doesn't apply. Okay. Yeah, someone says, yeah, perspective is very important. Someone says, sorry to do this, but I have to go. I had to do work. See you again, Kuzo. Well, thank you very much. I'll see you again. Thank you for dropping in. Just wondering, will there be a stream tomorrow? I don't know. I would have to say it's about 50-50. I would say just don't expect it, but if it does happen, I will post about it around my, remember, it's always around 6 MDT. If it's going to be before that, I'll try to let you guys know. Instagram's definitely the best place to go. We got 193 people, and good to see everybody. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. because I'm going to be doing a stream the next day. I should be doing a stream the next day on Instagram, but we'll see. What should I do? My brain is kind of melting right now. Let's keep it in the realm of using full perspective. So let's twist his body here. Let's pull down his neck into a cylinder. Let's push this arm back. And what do I want to do with the rest of his body? This is completely random. I'm not sure what I want to do. Actually, let's pull this arm up like this, and let's bring it towards us. Yeah, I mean, it's not very balanced. If I would have to critique this pose, this is not very balanced. Someone says, blockheads are so fun to practice. You know, they're fun to practice in the fact that, you know, it's always a block and you should be able to draw, well, cube, whatever. You should be able to, I call them squares sometimes, but people get on me for saying that because it's not technically correct. But, yeah, it's so fun because when you know how to like draw a cube in any perspective, and you could even figure it out in any perspective, it's one of the most simple shapes. Then from there, it's kind of like sculpting. I think that's why it's so satisfying. It's like sculpting because you then sculpt the head into it. Let's do a wedge for the nose here. That's what he's doing. But just letting you guys know, we are going to be going very, very soon here. Just a heads up. Just remember, guys, if you guys are practicing, keep practicing. And you're trying to get better at drawing, keep practicing. Work on your fundamentals, and always try to draw something you have fun doing. And what you know what I found out? I like practicing perspective. I like getting to the point where all of a sudden things start making so much sense that I'm like, I feel like I have a third eye. Do you have to be good at math? Just wondering. I'm guessing you're talking about with perspective. Hell no. I am horrible at math. I mean, but everyone knows 2 + 2 = 3. Come on now. No, but seriously, I'm not very good at math. And you don't need to know math. Perspective and like cubes and stuff and like facial things. Like there's people who try to like measure out faces perfectly. I'm like, dude, let's just like draw, like, let's say this is the eye line, this is the nose line, this is the mouth line. I'm not measuring nothing out, you know. Here, we draw a nostril, we get some eyes going, you know. Some horrible eyes at that. And then we get a mouth going. These are cheekbones, head. And then come down, draw. Of course, this isn't as anime, but this is more And I wouldn't even say realistic. It's just more realistic proportions. Bam. See, I don't like doing measuring stuff. I do it, my measuring is by eye, and it's based on other things by relation. So I say, like, how big are the eyes compared to the ears? How far apart are they in the middle? How far are they from the side of the face? Yeah, so that's kind of the stuff I do. I compare everything to itself within the image that I'm looking at in order to find out where to put things. And then also knowing everything underneath it helps as well. I don't do that for like the rest of the anatomy, but for the face, knowing the skull structure is extremely important. The face is one of the most complicated parts of the body. Everything else can be broken down pretty simply, but the face is pretty hard. And I would have to say faces are, when it comes to closer to realism styles, they're just as hard as hands. Skeeter McBeater says, who, Kuzo? Kuzo. Let's cheer for Kuzo. What's up, Lewis? Good to see you in here. Hey, Kuzo. Sorry I'm late. No, it's fine. It's probably like 4 in the morning your time or something. Thanks for making it. We're going to be leaving here very soon, but thank you very much, guys. Sorry, DerpPO or DerpP0. We're not going to be here too much longer. I should have left a little bit ago. I need to do more on that commission. Trying to get it done tonight. So, but actually, I think that's closer to what I'm going to be wrapping it up on. I was doing uni presentation. Don't know what that is, but that's cool that you're doing a presentation. What, for your college or like high school or something? How can you shade clothing? Can't do that right now, but by racking your brain over learning how to do it, shading clothing's pretty difficult for me, but learning how to shade clothing is learning how to shade. So you're just going to want to look up at least the fundamentals of shading and lighting. And from there, you know, it's no different than lighting a cube. The only difference is it's way harder. So you want to learn the fundamentals of shading a cube and then go ahead and study some clothes shade, like some shades on clothes, especially in manga and stuff. You can find some good, like, simple ones, but when it comes to realistic clothing shades, I'm not, yeah, that stuff's crazy. I don't have the best answers for that, but yeah. In any case, it's good to see everyone here. This is going to be the end of the stream. This is a super long one, and Skinner McFeeder, no harder, or no different, just harder. I mean, it's true, though. It's, like, just way more complicated, but it's the same thing. That's why fundamentals are so important, because everything is pretty much just a harder version of the fundamentals. So it's just sometimes the severity of how hard they are can really get to you, because it's the form of this is just nothing compared to the form of this and all the shapes and stuff. So, but yeah, in any case, thank you everyone for being here. I'll definitely see you guys again, and peace out. Hope you all have a good night or day wherever you live, and I'll see you again.